G'day everybody and welcome to the House of Mario, South Australian Nintendo podcast that is backed by a 120 Power Star rating. I'm your host Drew Agnew and the doors to episode 324 are open. Today on the show we're going to be looking into those Switch 2 details, all of those sales figures. Josh loves those things. You know what? And so do I. We're also going to talk about the partner showcase that happened a few days ago. We got some games we're looking forward to. I'm sure Josh also has some games he wants to dip his little fingertips into his wallet and drag out a 50 and slide it across the EB Games counter for. I'm sure there's at least one. Hope so. Of course, talk all about that is my good mate Josh, or JT if you like. Joshua, how are you going?
Hello, Drew. Hello, listeners. Doing pretty well, thank you. Another busy week for me. Not a lot of time for gaming again, but we'll play some games tonight, have some fun, and talk about the third-party games maybe we get to look forward to in the coming months. That partner showcase.
Yeah, we might play some, we might not, but I mean, I'm in the exact same predicament you are. No, there are some that I'm looking forward to.
Maybe a couple.
But I'm in the same predicament you are, I guess, just not having too much time to play. I've just been so sick over the last week. I've just been in bed and I haven't touched my Switch 2 barely any. And I know last week I was sort of like, I reckon I'll finish Donkey Kong. But I barely played it since then. I was just been in bed, literally bedridden for like 3 days. In between, like, you know, the kids were at childcare for a couple of days, but Saturday, they were back again, and my God, I'm exhausted from it. But I was thinking to myself,
I feel sorry for you.
I need some sympathy, absolutely.
Yeah, like it's one thing to be sick, and I'm sick and I can play some games. You know, this is a perfect time to dig into the backlog and play like a long RPG. Like I've had couple of times now I've been able to dig into Xenoblade Chronicles after being sick, you just play automatically and just watch half the cutscenes, because that's all it is for Xenoblade. It's a cutscene every 30 minutes of story. But you were so sick you couldn't even play games, which is, I think, the worst. Definitely the worst.
Yeah, like the last day or so I pulled out Donkey Kong and I beat a challenge that I was in the middle of doing, like before I went to bed, like maybe the week ago, and I beat that from, all right, got my 3 bananas and put it back. So that's kind of all I've done. So still on the Donkey Kong grind. But if people like watch my live stream or listen to I guess my post show of the Nintendo Direct, but I just posted as a bonus episode on the podcast feed, that's when I was getting sick. And I'm like, all right, I'm feeling a bit rough, but let's do it. And then the next day and the day after, it was like, it was just downhill from there. But yes, I'm glad that I'm at least able to do it here tonight, and we'll see how far my voice goes. You probably can hear a bit of a change in my voice. I don't know necessarily, but I enjoy doing it, and I do want to hear from Josh, and I want to, I want to be a part of everyone's week as well. I don't want to miss out. Don't want to miss out. So here we are.
Look forward to this every week as well. So yeah, glad you're here, and we're still doing it.
Yeah, absolutely. But how has your week been, Josh? What have you been up to?
Oh, so barely any time for gaming. I've had a lot of umpiring. I do boundary umpiring in the Sample, for those who don't know, and I had to double up because somebody got sick as well over the weekend, and they asked me to do their game. So I had to do, or the head coach asked me to do their game. So I had a game Saturday, and then a game Sunday. So pretty tired from that. And then mentioned this to Drew before we went on air, but we've been getting into wrestling, Michaela and I. We have some friends who are lifelong wrestling fans, and SummerSlam was on over the weekend. And so we went over to their place for one of the nights, a Sunday night, to watch the wrestling. And one of them's a former wrestler for Riot City, and one of them has announced for Riot City. He's a journalist and has done lots of cool things with wrestling. So they're pretty cool to sort of absorb and get information from. And their wife, she's really into it as well, does cosplay. So like it's a whole cool thing watching it with them. You sort of get an in-depth experience and know-how in terms of the wrestling world. So Michaela and I are really into it now, and we're yeeting. We're saying yeah all the time to LA Knight and booing Seth Rollins every time he comes onto the stage. So it's been fun. It's just a lot of wrestling, Drew. They're on all the time. Like because this weekend just gone was SummerSlam, and that was Saturday and Sunday in the States. They had Monday Night Raw, and then they had a Friday Night SmackDown. So it was 4 shows in a row. For the last 4 days, we've been watching a 2 to 3.5 hour wrestling show. So that's why I've had no time to play games. I've been watching wrestling instead.
Yeah, you almost need to like just have the Switch too, just something grindy just on in the background, maybe just doing some levels in Xenoblade or something like that.
Yeah, we've done that before. SummerSlam, we were a bit more attentive to it, but yeah, I think ongoing, when we watch it again, it'll be like, yeah, have the Switch 2 on, and it'll be on in the background, which we have done in the past, and that's worked out well.
Yeah, no, it's one of those things where I would love to get into probably either wrestling, UFC, or get more into soccer. I've always been meaning to get more into those things, but it's like, I guess it's kind of a product of just online these days, where my algorithm just feeds me gaming stuff, and that's what I want to watch. But like, I guess, back when you were a kid, you'd be more. I would have been more exposed to just, hey, look, the footy's on or this is on. But the last like 10 or 15 years, where it's just like, well, I watch all my stuff through Netflix or YouTube. It's not feeding it to me. I'm not going out looking for it. And when I do go out and look for it, I've got to learn it all. I've got to learn who the players are, and I've got to pick a team and all that, especially when it comes to
the whole thing.
Yeah, maybe some more like different leagues and like football and things. Yeah, I do want more of a man thing to follow. I want, whether it's like big sweaty men fighting each other, whether it's more of a story like in wrestling, or more of a actual competition like UFC. I don't know. It's one of those. I would like to pick one though. I need to pick one sweaty man sport to watch. I should make it soccer, because soccer's always been a big part of my life. But yeah, I just haven't. I've always been surrounded by people who are like, "Oh, have you seen this?" I'm like, "I got no idea." I kind of just like playing it, but not really watching it necessarily. But we'll see. We'll see.
Well, yeah. I mean, you've been a night owl previously. I don't know if you do it much these days, but Premier League being on overnight, that might work out well for you. Quality is much better than A-League. A-League I always found a bit hard to watch sometimes.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, I mean, I'm a Crows fan as well, so AFL. And so that's the other thing taking up my time. They're playing so well at the moment. So I was out Friday night and they had an amazing win. So do footy, Drew. You could do AFL.
I could.
Come to some Crows games with me, Drew.
Oh, yeah, dude, I'd love to. I've never been to an AFL game in my life. Not once.
Can't believe it. We will change that. We will change it at one stage.
Old Popper Agnew never took me, Never took me.
I will give you free tickets to Collingwood next Saturday night if you want to take them.
Jesus. Free tickets.
Yep.
Wow.
Free tickets.
That's very tempting. That'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah, bit of a drive for you. And if you happen to be in Adelaide.
Yeah, we'll see how I feel to start off with. Because I think I got this from my dad.
No pressure.
I've got all the pressure now. I'm sitting here sweating. But yeah, we'll find out.
First.
We'll find out whether I actually do eventually dive into some sports. But for now, we're sticking to what I know. And that's goddamn video games, Josh. And Nintendo, they've released their stats, their financials, about how they've been going with Switch 2. And off the bat, 7 weeks in, they confirmed that 6 million units have been globally sold through across the world. So a massive stat, very staggering, very good for them. I'm glad that it's off to a good start. Hopefully it means that more third parties will happily jump on board, because that's the part of me that gets me excited. I guess just like, we didn't see Xbox, we didn't see a few big names at the latest partner showcase. And it is a partner showcase, so we're not expecting the biggest names necessarily, but just hopefully they keep this up so we can keep getting more games on the platform that we're enjoying quite a lot. But you're the numbers man, Josh. You are like breaking down things. You've got spreadsheets, you've got all sorts of things. So where would you like to start when it comes to just talking about what Nintendo shared over the last week?
Yeah. So yeah, we've had obviously Switch 2 launch. That's a big thing. And so the financials were to the end of June. But Nintendo were weird and gave us some figures after June, giving us the first 7 weeks or something. So this past June slightly, to get to the 6 million units of the Switch 2 sold. So the first 7 weeks is like mid-July or mid to late July. So they don't usually do that every quarter, but yeah, they wanted to show that to more than 6 million units. But as at the end of June, it was like 5.8 something million Switch 2s. And then there's like 5.6 copies of Mario Kart World attached to that. So it's like a 99% attach rate effectively. So, if you bought a Switch 2, you've bought Mario Kart World, which is no surprise to anyone. So pretty amazing to see. I think it's about 96, 97% attach rate, but very, very high nonetheless. Good start. They're going to get to 15 million. They're projecting by the end of the year, which makes it the biggest best-selling console still over a year. I think that's still under. But I think they're being cautious with all the headwinds potentially. We saw the Switch 1 get a price raise in the US just this week, which is absolutely crazy to me. Over 8 years in, usually this is the time they slash the price. They can sell more, but no, they're really cognizant of those margins, and things must be getting so expensive to make. And obviously, with the US with the tariff situation, they've taken that front foot step and raising the prices. So pretty crazy to see. So, I'm going to get the chart up. We like the chart because we've been tracking the Switch, haven't we, Drew? We want it to get to 160 million, don't we? Can I share my screen here? I don't know if I share on Discord, will it still work, Drew?
Give it a go. Yeah, we'll see how it looks like.
Give it a go.
I haven't factored in for it, but we shall see. Yes.
Let me know if that works.
Yes, it works.
That has worked.
Fine. Works fine. Let me swap just to your screen. Yep, beautiful. All right. What we got here, mate?
Beautiful. All right. So it was pretty. This is Switch 1 now, not Switch 2. So a pretty boring quarter. They did even sell 1 million Switch 1s for the quarter. So this is from April, May, and June 2025. And that makes sense. Like no one's really buying it. Switch 2 is really much here at that stage. And so it gets to 153.1 million. We're still just under 7 million off. And, based on projections, I'm still thinking December, end of next year. So we'll find out in March 2027. It'll hit the 160 million mark. So not much to update, just a tiny little increase, that 1 million right there. I still think it will get there, but maybe it might be slower. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see with these price increases because it makes the Switch 2 look cheaper in a way. I'm really thinking they're trying to I don't know, if we increase it for the Switch 1 and make some more money on that, we don't have to increase it for the Switch 2. I really think they're trying to do everything they can to avoid increasing the price for the Switch 2. And that's why Amiibo's like $30 there. That's why accessories have gone up. It's really interesting. They're trying to $450 or whatever it was. $450 US is the price of the console. We're not going to change that. I think they're going to try and weather the storm by increasing the prices elsewhere. Other things, we didn't hear anything about Welcome Tour, so that might not have sold 1 million. I haven't heard anything about Xenoblade Chronicles X, so I don't think that sold 1 million, sadly. And some of the evergreen titles, we saw some modest increases for the software for the Switch 1. So, but that was about it. Big thing was the Switch 2, and it's selling a lot of hotcakes in the first month and a bit.
Yeah, no, it's good to see, I guess. We're really enjoying our Switch 2, so it's good for other people, I guess, seeing value in it. One thing for me I noticed is just they had the overall sales for software, and I think it basically left 3 million for every other game. If that wasn't Mario Kart, I think it was about 8 million software titles sold overall for Switch 2. So that means for every other launch game and every other game that came to the system that, probably none of them sold 1 million, or maybe Cyberpunk might have sold 500,000 or something like that. But Yeah, it
Yeah,
seems like maybe
Switch 2 versions of the Zelda games. Yeah.
yeah, that's right. All the other Nintendo stuff even. So yeah, maybe a little bit. Actually, I think I did hear something about they're counting the Switch 2 versions just in with the Switch 1 versions for like older games. So like yeah, I guess the Zelda games and even maybe Mario Party Jamboree plus TV, that might be a just counting the original game sales. I think I did hear something about that. So I'm not.
Yes, I believe that is the case.
Mm,
And so yeah, that's gonna inflate the numbers of the Switch One version, but I can kind of understand why they would do that. It's
yeah.
effectively the same game, just a bit more extra things added to it. But um, Breath of the Wild increased for the quarter, like it sold, you know, 230,000 copies, and then Tears of the Kingdom sold 200,000 copies. So Breath of the Wild still outsold um, Tears of the Kingdom over the quarter, which is crazy to me. Like people are, that game just grows faster. So
Mm,
yeah, that's about 400 plus thousand units of that game. So that could part of that could have is attributed to that 8 million software total all up probably. So it really makes you wonder, and probably goes with the narrative that third party stuff didn't really sell that well. But I think that's always been sadly the case with the Nintendo consoles, isn't it? It's always you buy a Nintendo console for the Nintendo games, and if you get another game, it's usually one you're probably a bit more selective with it. And I think people, when they were being selective, were choosing Cyberpunk. So these other games like Yakuza, Hitman, um, probably would have been a bit more love for Deltarune. Sonic Shadow Generations might have suffered a bit more because of people buying the other things. So, but who's to say that that won't turn around? I'm looking at the next after Bonanza now, and if you're not a Metroid fan, I don't think there's really that much. And outside of Pokemon Legends ZA, it's not as strong of a lineup for the rest of the year for Nintendo. So this is where the third party stuff might pick up a bit more.
yeah, I definitely agree. Um, like the rest of the year, it kind of like it's got games I'm excited for. Like Pokemon's probably by far the biggest one as far as like a mainstream hit goes. I think maybe more hardcore fans, especially those that have been paying attention to the industry and know who studios are and all of that, would be very much anticipating Metroid Prime. But apart from those two, like Star Allies, not Star Allies, Air Riders. I just remember there's an S I had to add there somewhere.
Star-Crossed, well, whatever it's called, the new Kirby
Yeah, that's right.
and the Forgotten Land
Yeah,
DLC.
yeah. So I mean, yeah, there's that too. So I get a couple of Kirby things coming up. Like there's stuff that I'm looking forward to, and I'll be definitely happy to play. But yeah, as far as like more system shifters for the rest of the year, they're going to be riding on Donkey Kong and Mario Kart. I think like realistically for the rest of the time, but
Yep.
it's good. But when you do look at the third party software as well, it's like it's fair enough. Like it is cool that Sonic was there and Yakuza, and that the games that were there, were there at launch. But yeah, it's like they're the most expensive, and people have already played them, and typically, we might get we've been used to not great ports over the last couple of years on our Switch. So we kind of need to be trained again in some ways. Like if EA want to actually make Madden the viable thing to put onto the Switch 2 over the course of its life, they need to every year be like, oh look, it's a good thing. Then the following year we can tell our friends like, hey, look, it's actually good on Switch too. Like it's really kind of cool to have,
Yeah.
play on your lunch break, and it's like, oh cool. Then you can, it sort of spreads from there. But all we remember is the last 20 years of like, poor ports to a Nintendo platform. It's just, you kind of train the customer to, think like that. So you just, I hope they figure that out a little bit. But yeah,
Yeah, and there's been some good ones and there's been some bad ones so far on the Switch too. So I don't know if it's been very compelling overall, the port jobs. And with this partner showcase, there was, I don't think there was too many things for people to get excited terms of stuff coming. Unless you really love Square Enix RPGs, and then or Monster Hunter, because that was some cool stuff there.
Yeah, some cool stuff there, but yeah, it's not going to be the type of stuff that will keep on selling at this pace necessarily. It's just whether people eventually save up, or their birthday comes around, or they're waiting for Christmas. If they're still that excited for Mario Kart and Donkey Kong, that's what I guess they'll be selling on for the rest of the year. But Dolphin Pants in the chat, he does mention Drag X Drive is going to sell 7 million units. So there is that. They got Drag X Drive coming very soon.
Thursday next week.
Yeah, like I'm not being ironic. I am quite looking forward to playing that. Did you watch like the overall trailer they put on the Nintendo website?
Yes. Cool to see some of the extra things, and then like a little sad to there's only one practice area. Like some of the things are like, okay, a bit more limiting than I thought, but I'm excited for you. But then at the same time, I know I'm probably not going to be putting a lot of time into this after I play it and get the hang of it.
Yeah, we'll be driving on the podcast. So I dare say at some point this month we'll be shooting hoops, skidding around. That'll make a great house brawl game. That'd be good fun.
Yeah, we'll definitely do a house brawl with the Dragon Drive, 100%. Yeah, it'd be good.
But yeah, I mean, there are a few games like that where it's like, well, they might be fun, but they're not going to sell too much. But we shall see. Nintendo might really pull something off. But I just want to say, just talking about Dolphin Pants, here's the ideal podcast listener. I tell you what, every single time I press go live, he's there before me. Like every single time, like whether we're doing the House of Mario or I was doing the reaction or whatever. What a goddamn legend. I appreciate him so much. I really do. He's in the chat now.
Thank you very much, Dolphin Pants. Yeah, we appreciate it.
We really do. Remember, anyone else, if you want to check us out live, youtube.com/RodRuby. You can check us out live at 8:30 Australian Central Standard Time, or check out the VOD afterwards. And of course on podcast services all around the globe. And maybe Mars if you get good reception. Maybe. I don't know. I haven't been there myself.
Maybe.
Couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
I do click the link quickly. I appreciate that. A lot of other people don't click it at all.
It's sour much? Bitter much, Drew?
No, I'm not sour.
Love it.
I'm just trying to pace it out so I can get my breath back a little bit. But yeah, anything else we should...
sorry guys, he's a bit sick.
Yeah, I'm dying. Anything else we should discuss about the financials? I think we did most of it, apart from all that.
No, that's it.
That's it. Cool. Yeah. We do have updates as far as how switches are going up in the US as well, just the prices. The OLED's going up to $400 do, so that's going up by $50. The current Switch is going up by $40 to $339.99, and the Switch Lite is going up by $30, so it's $230 now. So I mean, yeah, that's no good. Interesting times over in the US and unfortunately everywhere else because of their government. Even
putting it lightly.
Even our video games. That's the console that came out 8 years ago. It's getting its first price rise. Never had a price drop, but it's got one price rise. 8 years later?
Price rise.
Jesus.
Yeah, crazy. Things you would never guess.
No.
In a normal console generation happening right now.
Yeah, because for me, I guess I'm just sort of looking at that number, being like, I would love, if I was at Nintendo, I just want to beat the PS2. I really would. So like, surely the profit margins on Switch would be astronomical. Like, it'd be amazing. But maybe with the tariffs coming from China or Taiwan or wherever these are being made, maybe not so much now. But they still could be like, oh look, we'll just keep it how it is, and hopefully we'll keep selling them. But they're like, no, we're not doing that. We're going to keep the Switch 2 as low as we can, and we'll make the money through the accessories and everything else apart from the Switch 2 and the games, because that is the crucial element that we actually need to sell. But everything else, we don't need to sell Switches anymore. People have them, so it's all going up. So I get that strategy as well, because I wouldn't really want to hold the line just because Donald Trump's making some decisions in the White House. I'll be like, look, sorry everyone, you've had your time to get a Switch. Look, it is what it is. I understand there's like 5-year-old kids out there who are like, look, I wasn't around before the tariffs. Like, it's not really fair on me, but the second-hand market is your best friend. Switch lights are very cheap on the Facebook Marketplace. They might be covered in Vegemite and God knows what else from little boys and girls, but you get them cheap. But I don't know. What did you make of this, Josh? It's just one of those things where it's going to happen to everything, so why not make it the ancient relic that Nintendo's still selling?
It's they don't want to increase their Switch too. And so they're increasing prices elsewhere. They obviously don't care about the 160 PS2 title.
No.
And they're making it as hard as possible for themselves for the Switch to get it to 160 million from this point onwards with increasing the price. So, it is. Yeah, in my opinion, it is to protect the Switch 2, not increase the price of that. They want people to get in on that. It makes the Switch 2 look cheaper now when the Switch 1 price goes up. So it's all marketing and spin and optics with it all. So that's their main concern there, and be interesting to see. They've done a great job at meeting demand. So it's been the fastest selling console. I think the main reason is because they've been able to supply and get so many Switch 2s out there. So in these challenging times, they've really been able to sort of focus on stuff that's really important. In my latest episode of Nintendo Maniacs, I had Mono of Tokyo Game Life on, and he talked about the scalping situation in Japan and how they've really tried to get legitimate Switch 2s in people through the official ways instead of selling it through scalping. So, they're really cognizant. They want to sell it at this price. They want people to get it the right way. So they're doing everything they can to make it successful. And if that means the threat of tariffs, they're going to increase prices elsewhere to make up the cost of that.
Well, I hope it goes well for them, but I feel like apart from that one big number, everything else that Nintendo's pulled off with Switch has just been like historical anyway. Like, it's gotten to that point without a price drop. At the same point in the PS2's life, they were trying to give them away. Like, people were buying them.
There were Slims and $100 a pop. It was tiny, wasn't it, the price?
That's right. Like, and people were just chucking them under like their spare TVs, a DVD player, just in every room type of thing. And so Sony did it did it a good way. It was a nice consumer friendly way. Obviously, I wish that was the case now, where we could just go and get $50 Switches and chuck them under every TV and whatever. But certainly not going to happen. But
doesn't work that way.
The fact that they got to where they are with no price drops, only bundles of software here and there, and that's pretty much it. Very impressive. So we shall see if they ever get there. They've still got time. They still games still come to it. So there'll always be someone out there who wants a cheaper version of it, and it's only in the States where the price is so close. So potentially,
that's right.
Here in Australia, the UK, Europe, other places around the world, there'll still be plenty of room for people to pick up a Switch Lite and chuck it to their kid and not be too worried about it. For now, anyway, hopefully, I'm just so worried that some of these things, they're like, hey, look, we're losing too much money in the States because of these tariffs. We're going to start offsetting it a little bit to everyone else. Even if it's not obvious, it's just kind of like, prices rise because market conditions, but those market
It will happen.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. I've seen other companies, Birkenstocks, they're increasing prices everywhere to make up for it. So it's not as big a drop or an increase for the US market. It is a thing. So it's not just the States that will suffer, it's everyone.
Yeah, because for entertainment, the US is by far the biggest market for Nintendo, PlayStation, Xbox, all of these companies. So they don't want to double the price for them. They'd rather maybe put a quarter of the price on, but also put a little bit more on for the rest of the world and even it out a little bit so they can, so they don't lose the biggest market compared to Australia or New Zealand or whatever. Like we're so we're so small on their radar. It's not even funny. So yeah, but we shall live in fear for the next few years until someone takes over and continues doing
Nothing
the
like
same
living
thing.
in fear, Drew. Yep.
Yes. All right, let's move on to something was even scarier. Even scarier, Josh. Game key cards. Jesus Christ, aren't they scary? And Nintendo, they put out a survey just asking people what you thought about game key cards. And they put out a little question saying, physical regarding digital download. The physical cartridge allows a download of a full digital game to the console. The cartridge must be inserted into the console to play the game. The cartridge can be shared and resold. And you got options from definitely would buy to definitely would not buy. So I saw some people on social media will be like, hey, look, I've applied for this, so I've put in, but I definitely would not buy. So I hope Nintendo listens a little bit. I'd like to see less of these game key cards getting around because they are a bummer where it's like, oh, look, Persona 3, it's coming. And it's like, it's a game with a beautiful art style. You want it on the box. And but it's just got this awful text underneath it. Same with like, everything from Sega, everything from Bandai Namco, like EA, it's all game key cards with that awful text underneath it. So yeah, bit of a damper. That's why I sort of just ripped the Band-Aid off. I'm like, all right, I'm not going to go physical. I wanted to, but it was such a downer on the whole Switch 2 experience leading into it. I'm like, look, I'm not going to worry about it. It's a bit of a downer for me, but I know you're Mr. Physical, so I don't know if you tried to put in your 2 cents or anything like that, but how are you feeling about game key cards and all that now?
Well, I did complete the survey. I saw it and I completed it in time, and
Wonderful.
I was more critical of game key cards and that kind of stuff. So I've heard they've closed it since, so maybe they got inundated this survey and they've decided not to do it anymore. But they must be cognizant of the message of people out there. I don't like a few things about the switch to physical cases, let alone the actual game key cards. I suppose, I don't buy a lot of third-party stuff, and it seems like most of the game key cards are going to be from third-party publishers. So I'll still buy Nintendo stuff where I can. Like Donkey Kong Bonanza is the first game I've got physically. That's not a game key card. That's a real one. That's in my collection. Probably can't quite see it in the frame, but it's on there now. So from a Nintendo point of view, we're all fine. But yeah, this game key card's a bit of a slippery slope now. I think we're past our point of return. I think these developers, publishers will know that it's so much cheaper production-wise to make it via this method that they'll continue that way unless Nintendo can come to the party and really offer some cheaper ways to get it all on the cart and work something out. Unless it's so much of a thing that people really vote with their wallets and don't buy something until it does come out. Like, I'd love to see a publisher like test the waters and then like 6 months after the game key card release do an actual full physical cart release. And if it sells like hotcakes, be like, okay, message received, here we go. Don't know if that will really ever happen, but this is how you could change the minds of them, is to really vote with your wallets and not buy it. But we've got to see, I suppose.
Yeah, like looking at the prices of what it actually costs the publishers, it's like $10-20 like each cart for them to buy. Like it's quite astronomical when you actually look at like how many they'll be producing and how many people actually care. Like their idea is to get it in front of people's eyeballs and give people access to it at physical shops. But, it's only like the collector, the person that actually like cares about the sanctity of actually having it all on the card and knowing you can play it 20 years later, like your Nintendo 64 or whatever. Realistically, a lot of people just don't care, which is what it is. But I think
Nintendo don't really care, do they? Because it's
no.
like you're buying it digitally now, and they make more money from that, so they win.
It's a win-win, absolutely. If like me, who just went all digital, they're like, oh, fantastic, we are making
Oh, they love you the most.
100% rips out of every first party game they sell. They just have
You
their
can't resell it.
the maintenance
Yep,
fees
you're stuck with it.
on their servers. But yeah, and same with third parties as well, because they pay the 30% to Nintendo, but when they're selling games on their cartridges, they're paying for the cartridges, they're paying for the cases, the printing, everything that's
Even
involved with manufacturing that case, getting it to the physical shop and splitting it, having a split with the shop as well. I don't know, depends if they buy bulk, whatever the situation is there. And they send 30% straight to Nintendo as well anyway. So the amount of costs that you just offset just from going digital, like I can't blame them, but it's it's definitely like a part of this hobby where, especially Nintendo, like it's been like this for forever. It's only like drastically changed just this generation. So I don't think people were really expecting it going into Switch 2 either. I feel like the Switch 2 was kind of like the last bastion of physical game collecting for a lot of people. And a lot of people are just sort of sticking with getting the Switch 1 version who are, that upset about it. They're just getting the Switch 1 version and keep collecting for that console. And maybe the Switch will always be like the most recent, awesome console to get physical games for. Because you can get like all sorts of indie games and limited run and all of the, obviously the first party Nintendo stuff. Like there's just so much to collect for it and make a massive library out of. And it might be the last one to do that because a lot of people don't feel comfortable maybe with PS5 and things like that because games always update so much and they have to install anyway. So there's sort of the aspect of that. But Switch is...
Yep.
Yeah, Switch is probably the last one where it's like, no matter what the game is for the most part, unless it's like a big game that needs like a download or something like Wolfenstein or Doom or whatever. But for the most part, that's a console you can go to, snap a game in and start playing and hand it to the kid and have no worries about not being connected to online. But yeah, if you can do that on Switch, it's just going to be Mario Kart and Donkey Kong and Cyberpunk. And that's all of them. That's your collection so far.
Yeah. Yep.
I think Rune Factory, I guess the Zelda games as well, they're on the cart, so you can add them. But yeah, it's a pretty limited pool at the moment if you're just looking at those games. But yeah, I think it's just going to be how it is, unfortunately, because like you said, even if they introduce like 4 gig cards, because at the moment they've just got the 64 gig, just the one size, a really big card. So games that are, quite small.
It makes no sense.
Makes no sense.
Yeah.
But even if they introduce like a gig card or a 4 gig card or whatever, it's just going to be so much cheaper still just to have a card, a key card, just to flash the license to. But it's unfortunate, but...
it's all deliberate. It's big push for digital. It's to make this transition even more towards the digital frontier. So it's just sadly the new reality we live in.
That's right. Join me. I'm a virtual game card collector. Come and look at my collection. Oh yes, I've got a big wall of them on my Switch screen, and I can swap them in and out whenever I want. It's glorious. Join me, everyone. Join me, Josh. Join me.
Nah.
All right, fair enough.
I'm good.
All right, so if you want to get some more game key cards, let's talk about the Partner Direct that happened a few days ago. We got some brand new announcements. I guess just the highlights. There's a brand new Monster Hunter Stories, the third one in the series called Twisted Reflection, coming next year. I thought that game looked great. That was a great opener to the show. Persona 3 Reloaded comes out on Switch 2, October 23rd, which looked great. And then we got 2 big bangers from Square Enix. The first one that got shown was The Adventures of Elliot, the Millennium Tales. So that's coming to Switch 2 next year. And Octopath Traveler 0, which comes out December. So, yeah, I mean, those games alone, I was like, look pretty good. I love my Square Enix and Capcom and Koei Tecmo and all of those Japanese publishers. Just round me up with all the games they're releasing, and I'll probably want one from each, I dare say. I love like the RPGs from those companies. So I'm pretty excited about those. But Josh, we haven't talked about it. I've already sort of done my little post show that I've put on the podcast feed. But what did you think about it? just got a text from you saying, yeah, no, I didn't really say anything. So that's all I've heard from you. But what was your takeaway from the partner direct?
Yeah, I mean, I um firstly was hoping for a general direct.
Of course, yeah.
Because we've got a few other Nintendo things that need dates, and any other potential surprises. So it's like when it was revealed as a partner showcase, I'm like, well, I mean, I'm glad that's happening at least because there's just a few third-party announcements. There's a lot of talk of what's going on. Is anything coming? So I'm glad that's been quashed a little. There's a number of things here that are coming very soon. A couple of things very like immediately as well. Um, I think for me personally, like not a lot. Although I'm hearing some really great things about the Adventures of Elliot. There's a demo out already, so like to get you on board straight away, this could be a really fun thing to sort of play and do. And um, you know, Square Enix and their HD 2D, they're pumping out a lot of these now, and they're always really beautiful and fun to look at. So, um, yeah, if you're a fan of those games, and you're in for a great time. I just found it frustrating, this presentation, for a number of reasons. So, firstly, you get Koei Tecmo's, we've got the Hyrule Warriors coming up, Age of Imprisonment. I'm like, okay, good. Like, that's a partner developing it for Nintendo, who are publishing it. Yep, I'm happy it's here. I'm like, okay, I wonder when this is coming out. This feels like a November or December game to me. And then it's just saying winter. Like, why can't you announce the date of this game yet? We are in early August now, and we have no date for Metroid Prime 4, which is another thing that I'm like, at this stage, like, man, like, you've been making me wait for so long, and now you're going to make me wait till the end of the year. Metroid Prime 4, we've got Kirby Air Riders, and we've got Age of Imprisonment here. Are we missing anything else, Drew? Is there anything else they've announced for this year that hasn't got a release date? I think they're the three things, if I'm
Yeah.
being talking out loud. So, like, and we've got, like, the glaring thing for me is next month is Super Mario Bros. 40th anniversary of its release on the Famicom in 1985. Was that September the 13th, I think? So, there's going to be something for the 40th. So I imagine something's going to get dropped then. So that's making me think, okay, just like from all this information, those three games are going to come later this year, or there's going to be a delay. So winter, that starts effectively December for everyone in the Northern Hemisphere. Like, it's going to be a bit later. We're going to have to wait a bit longer. I've heard theories, they're waiting for Metroid Prime 4's release date, and that will play out where those other games get released. I don't know if Metroid Prime 4 is such a big game for that to happen, but it could potentially be something they really just want to give some oxygen to. But so that annoyed me with this direct. There was no no release date for that. Heard a couple of things about this game, but just nothing on that. And in terms of the other third party support, it's the typical like it's good to have, and for people who love their sports games, you get EA Sports, FC 26. Those who love playing Apex Legends, that's fine. The Madden's there now as well. Just Dance. It's these typical annual games that get their support, and that's coming to the Switch too, and attracts a certain type of fan, but not me, to be honest. It was just some cool things. I'm just not super into them. But I think one of the bigger ones is maybe Persona 3 Reload, which would be really great to see on the Switch too, and I think that really should run pretty well on that. Shinobi Art of Vengeance, that's got Metroidvania-like elements. That looks really interesting. That's going to interest me. That's later this year.
Later this month?
I think that's about it, Drew. Yeah, later this month. So I think that's about it. Like these RPGs, like the Final Fantasy Tactics, that could be something that interests me if I ever wanted to get around to it, like Pac-Man World 2 Repack. I don't know if that's something that would interest me. The Yakuza games, that's great to have them coming over as well. But yeah, that was about it, really. So yeah, it's I'm not shy from saying I play Nintendo games on my Nintendo console, so that's the main thing that excites me. So this other stuff, just I don't think it was, it takes a bit for me to get excited for the third party stuff. And I don't think that was quite there for me here.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough. I think the thing I was looking for the most was just seeing how strong a third party relationship Nintendo have with a lot of these publishers. And I think EA's show up was pretty important here. Like Madden hasn't been on a Nintendo console in over a decade. And EA Sports FC, I hope that brings like a parity to the feature set along these soccer games. And I'm actually interested in this one. I would like to pick it up.
Okay.
Having it,
That's cool.
yeah, having it portably would be great. I like picking up FIFA or what it's called now, EA Sports FC, every once in a while, every 4 years or something. I like just to have a current one just to jump into and play. And yeah, I'd love to have this one Switch. It looks good. Like it looks fine. Like doesn't look like I'm playing like a really downtrodden handheld version anymore. I remember getting it on 3DS, maybe the first year on 3DS, and I was like, well, it looks pretty rough, but it's pretty small, so it's not such a big deal. I understand what the ball is. And then I got it 2017 on Switch, and yeah, I mean the Switch version for the first year, it did its job, but the problem was with on Switch, that version was just updated with the roster every year, and there was no features across PS4 and Xbox One and Switch. So hopefully, yeah, with Switch 2, they're able to keep it a bit more up to snuff. Because yeah, there's not really an option to play it really on Steam Deck or like on a Windows PC. It's a bit more. It's not really that. You can't really just jump in and out easily on a Windows PC, handheld. So I mean, Switch. I mean, this is the place for it. So that's good.
Yeah.
And
speak of EA, there was Plants v Zombies as well.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, were you about to say that?
Yeah, I was about to bring up Plants vs Zombies because this is the type of game that it's kind of baffling that they never brought it to the Switch. I was like, really? Like this and Peggle, you've got a few massive mobile hits, and they just never came. It's like, well, it's kind of weird, but 2025, Plants vs Zombies is coming to Switch and Switch 2. So cool. It looks great. Like, it's one of those just really fun, addictive games from way back. I remember playing it in high school on like the computer lab computers, like just on a USB
I was playing
stick.
my iPod Touch back in the day. My iPod Touch playing Plants vs Zombies and having a good time.
That's right. And I feel like, it's a classic gameplay experience and all the stuff that they're adding to it. In the replanted version, looks pretty good, but we'll see what the price is. Like, this is like a good $20 or $15 pickup. I don't think it will be that cheap. I think it's 20 US. I'll be 30 here. So this is a good one for the wish list. I certainly don't need to pre-order Plants vs Zombies, but it'll be a great one too. This is another great one just to have on hand for me, for the kids. I think this would be a great one, just to get them thinking, and it's very child friendly and all of that. It's just it's a great game to have on modern platforms. So it's a good thing to have there. Yeah, but apart from that, apart from what I said at the start, that's pretty much what I was excited for. And we still sort of got to hear some other names just from Final Fantasy VII Remake. Would like to have a release date for that. Elden Ring from Bandai Namco. That'd be great to hear as well. Like there's some big games, but maybe games that big, they will be at a actual direct, because that's the type of announcements you want in between like big hitting Nintendo releases, but also just not just like small third party announcements like after the next Mario or something like that. But yeah, overall I was like, it was fine, but there's still a fair few things that I'll be willing to spend my cash on. Dolphin Pants, he just says a new Katamari. So yeah, there is a brand new Katamari, and it's a good thing you brought this up because the game looks great. I haven't really played a Katamari game before. It seems like the type of thing would be right up my alley. So I should get around to it. I'm not sure.
They're very weird.
Yeah, they are. I think I'd enjoy them quite a bit. I think I've played them. I think there was one on PlayStation Vita that was included in PS Plus. So I've picked them up and played them, but I've never really I can't say I've gone for high scores and I've beaten one before. But I think the most frustrating thing about this kind of highlighted something to me. Just there's no Switch 2 version of this game. It's just a Switch version. So that means you're going to be playing in handheld at like 720p, probably 30 frames type of thing. You won't get the Switch 2 benefits. And it's like, oh, well, fair enough if it's just a Switch game, but it has a PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X version and a PC version because it's coming to everything. So it's like, if you want to, it's sort of it's making like a frustrating decision for me because like if I really wanted to play this, I'd be like, I'm better off just getting it on the Steam Deck because I can just turn the graphics up on that and make it 1080p or whatever I want to play if I want to dock it on the TV or whatever. But yeah, when it's only got a Switch 1 version, I just don't have that flexibility to be able to do it. So there's a few games like that where I'm like, I want to play it, but I don't want to play the Switch version because I've spent $800 on this new console. I don't want to be playing it looking blurry and that just because they haven't got the dev kits or whatever. So it's a problem we're going to look back on a couple of years and not think about because everyone's going to be making Switch 2 versions of everything. It's not going to be a big deal. But at the moment, I'm sort of holding for just updates for games that already have for like a free update because, it's not too much to necessarily pay for, but you just want it 1080p in handheld, run at 60 frames, and that's kind of it. But there's a few games here where I'm like, man, it's not going to come. But
yeah. Dolphin Pants in the chat's asked, do we think they didn't get a dev kit in time? And there was a bit of conversation about this, wasn't there? Like it might not have been readily available straight away. Nintendo sort of picking and choosing, like CD Projekt Red. You get one day one. So yeah, I think we're slowly seeing a little bit of the effects of this because there's looking through the listing, like it's just some of the major players like EA, Capcom, Ubisoft, Koei, and Square. That was about it, really. So yeah, we need to wait and see for some other smaller indie developers what's going on, whether they come sooner or later now.
Oh, what did you think of that campfire game as well, by the way?
I kind of laughed at it. I think it would be fun on game chat for a session, but then you'd leave it after that. I thought, it's a fun use of game chat, but beyond that, longevity wise, wouldn't be one you'd be picking up too often. I would have thought. How about you?
Yeah, well, when I saw the cameras, I'm like, oh, that sparked my interest. Just because before that, I'm like, you're sitting, what are you sitting in front of your TV, just like your controller. You're like, all right, let's put this bit of wood here, and I'll light this, and this one's a bit wet, and I'll leave it here, and I'll dry it out. I get the whole cozy, game about nothing, just sort of relaxing and all that. Like I get that, but that's kind of to the extreme. But the idea of doing it with the game chat up, I'm like, that could be interesting if everybody's feeling like just really lethargic and can't be bothered doing anything. Like, oh, Mario Kart's too hard. Let's just chill out. Let's just chill out, guys. I'm just so puffed. So you just get the game chat out and you just start lighting fires. You've all got your own fire right in front of you, just like trying to get the best fire. I'm like, don't know. I'll be interested. I would have been interested. At a better price. It's $22.50 here in Australia. A little bit too much, but it could have been also an interesting setting, like for us, just to record the podcast into. We could just like slap over the game chat.
That would work. Work for the podcast. Yeah, definitely.
So I don't know.
Yeah. By the podcast and podcasting.
It's one of those things, Josh. Maybe we should add it to our wish list when it's on like a sale for like $15 or something. Would it be worth giving it a go? Do the podcast in it, light a fire, chill out together?
Yeah, maybe.
It's
the right price for sure.
Yeah, you heard it here first, everyone. Maybe. But yeah, anything else you'd like to say about this before we head out? Oh, not head out, but move on.
There are games. They're coming.
Oh yeah.
Nothing huge, but they're if you really look, that might be something for you. Next month there'll be something from Nintendo for the 40th anniversary of Super Mario Bros. So keep an eye out for that.
Absolutely. What do you think it will be? It'll be like Mario 40 coming to Nintendo Switch Online, compared against 40 other.
Galaxy 2.
Galaxy 2. I wish. That'd be great.
I think they'll do Galaxy 2, and I think they will literally bring out from the vault Super Mario 3D All Stars, and there'll be some sort of weird Switch 2 version for it.
Oh, okay. Well, that's That's
like a free upgrade, but like for everyone else, you can buy it if you missed out on it.
free.
I literally think they'll do that.
Okay, that'd be awesome.
Like it might run a bit better, and I think they'll have Galaxy 2 available.
That sounds great. I would love that. Yeah, I feel like they're shooting for the stars. I'm kind of just like they'll give us a wallpaper for our phone or something.
Really,
like that.
I feel like it's like bare minimum. I feel like that's such a lazy thing because they didn't do it last time. We'll just save it for the 40th. Like that's literally There could be so many more exciting things they could do.
Oh, of course they could do so many things. They could have done like a whole year of celebrations and an advent calendar. I don't know. Advent calendars are fun. Year-round advent calendar.
Sure. Yep. I'm expecting some NSO assigned drops as well. I'm expecting icons, blah blah blah. But for game stuff, I'm really interested. Do they tease anything to do with 3D Mario, or is it too far away because we just had DK?
Yeah. Oh, well, we'll find out.
We will find out.
All right, Josh, it's time to enter the house brawl for this week. And this is a brand new month. I don't know if you can hear the music. We got some music behind us now, so can you hear it on your end?
In and out, I can hear it.
Oh, yeah, it's a bit touchy for you, but the audience will be able to hear it. So, yes, everybody, welcome to the house brawl. This week we're going to be playing Mario Party Jamboree plus Jamboree TV. I haven't even played the game yet. I don't think Josh has yet either. So it's going to be fun jumping into that. We're going to be doing some mouse mini games, which would be pretty cool. But Josh, you won last month, the month of July. You were victorious. So congratulations on that. But we're now entering August, brand new month. So will this be my month or will you take the lead even further? We shall find out. Who knows?
A little hard to hear you, Drew. Just letting you know, you're cutting in and out with the music from my end. So
yeah, that's all good. We're done with the music. The music can go. That's just the menu music from Super Smash Bros. For Wii U. Any excuse I can use to have that music going? It's a good time.
It is a good song.
Oh God, I love that. I love it so much. Love it so much, Josh. All right, so we're in Jamboree TV. So I think the idea is just to click on this. Like I said,
I've created a room, Drew. Yep.
You have? All right. So how do I do that?
I didn't put a passcode in, so it should just be if you do. Once you get into this, select with friends, and then select one player, local. Go back.
Yeah, I was just
select the right one.
With friends.
And then one person locally on your system.
Yes.
Just go to one. Yep.
And
then
connect.
I've got no pass key, so you should be able to find me.
All right.
Bear with us, folks.
Friends via game chat. See how easy this is just in real time, eh?
Yeah.
All right, so I've got to do a little face.
I tested it before. This would be taking a lot longer if we didn't do that. One player on the system. Yep.
Beautiful. Move to the center of the screen. Am I not in the center of the screen?
Come on. You are.
Surely, look at that. That's the center. There we go. Beautiful. Zoom in. I don't want to zoom in. There we go. There we go.
They're obviously using the new camera attachment as part of the Switch 2. This is, Drew, can you say it without thinking? Super Mario Party Jamboree for Nintendo Switch 2 plus Jamboree TV. Have you got that off the tip of your tongue? Easier to say every time?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll probably forget the Super Mario Jamboree for Nintendo Switch 2 plus Jamboree TV. Is that what it was? Something like that?
You forgot the party. Super Mario Party.
Oh,
Jamboree.
Forgot the easy bit.
Super Mario Party Jamboree for Nintendo Switch 2 plus Jamboree TV.
I just sent you an invitation. How do I join yours? It only let me...
All right. I'll join yours.
It didn't say join a friend. It just said send an invite. I'll be one of those friends like, right. No. I'm not going to your place. You come here.
I'm hosting.
Oh, I'm hosting. That's right. I want to be in charge. God forbid it. I'm in charge. That's scary. That's a scary prospect. So while we're doing this, I better actually swap over to...
So I accepted your invite.
Beautiful. I don't know if anything's changed on my screen.
I can't see you. I'm inviting you to mine, even though I'm in yours. This is going very well, guys.
Yeah, it's like... It just says, invite friend. I'll end my session. I'll end my session. All right.
This has a room ID, so I can tell you the room ID.
So do I just go to friends?
I did friends, so just do friends.
Go friends via game chat. Maybe that'll work.
So you want me to go back?
Because that's what I did. Oh, God, this is a fucking...
Sorry, guys. Everyone listening, we should have done this before we went live.
Probably. I didn't realize that to do like...
Waiting to join a room.
5 camera tests.
So you set up a room. You set up a room, Drew?
Yes. Perfect. Look at that. Beautiful. Alright, so I'm in here.
Once you're in a room,
did you...
let me know your room ID.
I don't have a room ID. I just went join via game chat. So we're in a game chat. It should just chuck us in.
That's why we should test things before we go online. Is it an option on yours to do game key or room ID? Sorry.
No, I'm just sat here like just a blimp floating up here. I can invite you. Yeah, now it's come up.
Just try and invite me again. Yeah.
Right. All right. I've invited you. Have you got an invite?
Yes. Yes.
Look at us, Nintendo Gamers Online. We're working it out. We know what's going on.
Oh, Nintendo could make this so much easier. Don't worry about that.
No, they don't want it. It's like, no, this guy's got to work for it.
All right, going through the camera test now.
Beautiful.
Come on, here we go.
So I'm going, mate. Get into that middle. Yeah, I feel like if we just go to like join via game chat, we're already in a game chat. We're looking at each other.
We should be able to from there, shouldn't we?
Should be a bit more easier, but I'm sure we do it a few times. It'll be pretty straightforward. So once we get in and we actually see what the mini games are, we'll be able to maybe do like a best of 3 or a best of, I don't know, maybe even 5 if that really quick. I don't know. But we'll see how we go. There he is.
We're in.
Oh, there's our heads together.
Jeez, that was difficult.
That was.
Yep. I've got some bad things to say about this expansion, Drew. This is not a good DLC. Not a great way to do a Switch 2 edition of a game.
Yes.
It's bad. I want to love this game. Because I love Super Mario Party Jamboree. Just this add-on stuff just is not good. It's just not integrated into the game. It's so separate. The base game's effectively unchanged. Has no performance boosts at all. You can play board games through Jamboree TV, but there's things missing like the pro rules. It's just little things that felt like it's been rushed to get it out within the launch window of the Switch 2. So I'm a little bit disappointed with how this has been delivered.
Yeah, honestly, I was a little bit surprised. I thought there'd be like a pretty good resolution boost and all that for it, but it seems like it's not. It's just running like it does on Switch, which is kind of baffling.
Well, this part's got the resolution boost, but if you go select the base game, it doesn't.
Why? That seems really lazy.
I get it. Lazy is a great way to describe it.
Yeah,
I agree.
Just like the bit you paid for is fine, but we haven't done anything to the rest. Yeah.
Integration's poor. It's literally added on. It's stuck on with sticky tape instead of actually woven within the game.
All right. So
if we go to the right, Drew, to the chest, there'll be some mini games we can play.
All right. Do you want to play Mario Party? Let's play.
Not Mario Party. You need to go back.
Oh. It says you want.
You did go to the right.
Well, it says do you want to play Mario Party? I'm like, yeah, well, is this not
I
my?
told you to go to the right to the chest.
Is this game not Mario
Bro,
Party?
I went into this before we recorded to know where to go.
Oh dear. All right, I'm going back to the studio. We're going back to the studio. Oh Christ. Well, so like, do you want to play Mario Party? I'm like, yeah, is this game not called Mario Party? I want to play. Oh god.
Yeah.
Now we're going back to the studio.
So the chest on the right.
Yeah, I'm just getting a lot of text. Right, now we go.
Yeah, so
Free
that's the
play.
one.
Yes, I don't want to play your silly little games, Toad. Just jump in. I just want to play some cheeky little mouse games.
Yeah. There's some fun stuff in here because you can do like a 5-turn Mario Party game, which I haven't done yet, but that sounds chaotically like short to me. And you start off with 1 star and 50 coins. So it's like you get stuff already and you've got 5 turns to play a board game. So I'm interested to try that out with you sometime.
Okay, cool. I'm getting like tremendous amount of lag in my video keeps on popping out. So that's good. Alright. I don't want any CPUs to be honest. We have none? No.
You can make them easy.
Yeah, they're easy. Alright. There's a lot of mini games here at least. That's interesting. Got no idea what to play. What should we look?
Yep, I haven't done any, so you can do random if you want to.
Alright, may as well. Coin corral. Lasso the treasure chests. The big ones need 2 lassos and contain 3 coins, while the small ones contain 1 coin. Don't know. Guess that sounds alright.
Let's do it. We are versing together, Drew, so I don't know how that works.
It doesn't, does it? Oh, you've got to use just 1 controller. Oh. All right.
Bear with us, everyone. Thank you for listening if you're still part of this. This is really appreciated. Very much appreciated.
We're just like, look, we're going to make this Mario Party game work. I thought it might be a little bit quicker to get into just some mini games. So you've literally got to spin around the remote and throw it in like that. There you go.
Yeah, let's do it. Press plus when you're ready.
Yep. Let's go.
All right, here we go. If you're watching this on YouTube, it's probably the way to be to doing it.
Oh.
All right, I got 1.
Nope.
Oh, give it a big chest. Get a big chest. Is that me or you?
We,
Oh, we're a team. That's
we're
right.
a team anyway. Oh, I got,
We're house brawl, but we're versing it together.
yeah, well, I guess we'll try it.
Really well there.
We'll try a different game
All right,
afterwards.
I got the hang of this now.
Going well?
Now. Come on. I think so. The other teams suck.
Easy CPUs. I don't want that bob on.
Oh, nearly got it.
Yeah. I'm not very...
So you need 2 people to get the big chests.
do you? Yeah, that's how we were able to get it last time. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'll only go for it if you get it. But I'm running out of time. Yeah, that's all right.
What about this one? All right. Well, I guess
we won 8-1.
Yeah. I guess we can just count that as a warm up on the same teams. I want to do a mouse mini game. Let's see if we can find one with a mouse.
All right.
Oh. All right. What's one that we did the other day at the Presents, or what's it called, the Switch 2 experience that we went to?
We did stuff on Bowser. Oh yes, that's right.
What about this stuffy stacker? Can you see on your side?
Yeah, we can give that a go.
Give it a go. Change the teams. How do you change them?
I'm not sure, Drew.
I can't really click on it and change it. All right, we'll do shell hockey. I've been wanting to play this one actually.
Again, so if you press it,
There we go.
yeah, it will change it.
I had to just go up on the stick for whatever reason.
Yep.
Change controller settings. No. Yes then? I don't know. Oh.
Here we go. Fun. Here we go. You got the wrist strap on, Drew?
I do not. I don't even have the attachment on. Baby. Alright. Good enough practice. Good luck, Josh.
Thank you. You too. So is it best of 3 still, or is it just this?
What do you want to do?
I'm happy for it to just be this, if you want. If time's being a factor here.
Alright. Let's do it now then. Let's go.
Alrighty.
Oh god, there's a lag on it.
Oh, there's lag. Yep.
Ooh, makes great for air hockey. Oh,
Ooh.
it's point for me.
Yep.
Me and my girl Peach. Well done, Peachy boy.
We versed each other in air hockey at what did we do? We did something today.
We had like
air hockey, didn't we? Drew?
we like dual wielded it, didn't we? Or we play on
Fortress in Melbourne? Was it in?
Oh, actual air hockey.
Was it an arcade? I can't remember now.
Don't know. Oh,
Done it.
Peach.
All right.
Peach.
All right. So it's 2-1.
Oh.
I'm down. We've got some Koopa Troopers to cause a bit of trouble now.
Oh no. The lag on this is hurting me.
Oh, damn it. Oh, I've lost it at the end there. Yeah,
Oh.
well done.
Oh, what's the score?
Well done.
8-6 my way. All right.
I was trying to defend, and that was no good.
Jeez. Well, I don't know if my first experience when Mario Party being that lag was all that good.
Yeah, we're podcasting at the same time, so I think that's maybe not helping. Tells you anything.
Yeah. Oh well.
But well done.
Thank
On
you.
the board early, Drew. That's good.
I need my my victory music for that. I don't know. This is victory music as well. Just like, yep. I'd like to thank Peach for just doing absolute stellar attack there. I was in defense and it just worked out great. So I'd like to thank all my adoring fans out there for just showing up and supporting me on my big win today. I really need it after losing last month. So hopefully we're going to in August strong. But Josh, as always, you've been a great opponent. And I'd like to see you here at the House of Mario again next week for a punishment.
I'll be here for it.
Absolutely.
Here we go. Punish me, Daddy.
Daddy, yeah. I'm not your dad. I'm not your lover.
Anyway.
All right. I guess.
I know what game we're playing next week as well because I get to choose that as well.
Oh, that'd be interesting. It's one of those things now where it's like, what are we going to play?
Yep.
I don't know.
It'll be Pilot Wings of some description, Drew.
Pilot Wings. Have to be one on NSO, I guess. Won't be playing Pilot
Yes, I heard the
Wings
music
Resort
today. Yes, as part of Nintendo Music, and got into that a bit and thought, okay, that'll be a good challenge game. So I've lost now, and that's my time now to implement it. We'll do some Pilot Wings for next week. I don't know what challenge. I won't play. I promise I won't play it before then. So we'll go as we
you'll just get
fresh when we get into it.
You'll just get wicked at it, and like you'll finish the game. All right, Drew, let's compete in this, and you just
well, that's right. That could be one way to do it.
But yeah, no, I'm looking forward to next week, seeing what it's going to be all about. But I guess just before we head off, Josh, we got some questions in the Discord, and I've got to pull it up on my phone separately. So just give me a moment. Give me a moment, Josh. Stop being so pestering. Stop it. Stop being so pressuring on me. God. Anyway.
Sorry.
Just sitting there patient, and I'm just laying into. All right. So Dolphin Pants in the Discord. And remember, guys, if you'd like to be a part of the Homestead Discord, there is an invite in the show notes, or I guess the live stream description. Go and check it out. You can join the Discord, be a part of the community, leave questions, all of that for the show. Dolphin Pants says, what genre of game not already represented in a Mario game do you think would make the best game? For me, it's a tower defense game. You play as either Bowser or Peach, and you set up defenses against the Mario crew with Toads or Koopalings with Bowser's army, respectively. Mario, Luigi, Toad, etc., and Bowser Jr., the Koopalings are special units that you could have one of. Also, they wanted to, they could have had DLC down the line for like Daisy or Wart, Rosalina and Wario, DK and K. Rool, with all respective units. This is perfect for mouse controls with the Switch 2, and it's the best time for it. Hit me up, Nintendo. So absolutely, I'll hit you up. I'll hit you up at least. Dolphin Pants. That sounds like a pretty good use of the Mario IP for a different genre, but it's one of those games too where I guess they're looking to put their Mario IP on a type of genre that a lot of people are interested in, and maybe tower defense isn't up everyone's alley, but also there's so many of them on phones that are so popular too. So I don't know if that's true, but yeah, I think what he described would be a really great sort of different genre for the Mario IP. I think for me,
Fun.
yeah, absolutely. Like for me, it'd just be like a different. Like I love the Mario RPGs that they have at the moment, but I'd love like a different one, like a different take on it. I don't know what that would be necessarily. One that I'm looking forward to playing is actually it's a Pokemon Emerald ROM hack. Somebody's made a ROM hack called Mariomon. So there's 150, I guess, Mario enemies and creatures from the Mario world, and they've been repurposed as Pokemon. So it's got the battle.
That's cool.
The whole battle, I guess, mechanic from Pokemon, but it's all Mario. So you got Piranha Plants and Goombas and Paratroopers and just everything in it, which is just like
Everything.
really, really cool idea. So I've got that loaded up, ready to go. So that's I guess that's more of a crossover more than anything. But apart from that, like what did I want? I'm trying to just think on the fly here of like what I would really like from Mario. When for the most part, like we get a lot of it. I think more of it's just like, I would love like more Wario and Waluigi games. I think that'd be fun. More in like the RPG style. I think that'd be absolutely phenomenal to get like one of them. But probably like more sports, honestly, like more robust offering of sports. That have like the same amount of detail that goes into golf and tennis. I reckon that'd be great.
We need to do Sluggers game. I know that's not new, but it's been ages since a baseball game.
Yeah, and like on Wii, we didn't actually get it here either. We didn't get it here in Australia. So yeah, there's that. Do you have anything in mind, Josh?
I want a dating simulator. I want to like they talked that Mario and Peach are just friends, but I want to prove them wrong and give us a dating simulator. Let's see who's into who. What's Wario hiding? Let's bring all the characters into play, and that'd be fun and quirky. They'll never do it, but it's fun to a dream.
Yeah, but like there's like you get to like the silly ideas where it's just literally a full on first person shooter, and they could do it really well. I assume it's just if they do a first person shooter, there's other IPs they're probably better off doing, and they've got like a really popular third person shooter with Splatoon now, so it doesn't really need to fill those boots too much, but. Yeah, there's always like ideas that I would like, but as far as like actual genres which aren't represented, like they do it pretty well. Like Mario is puzzle, platformer, RPG, sport. Like the list just keeps on going and going.
Yeah, I'm just really trying to think. Yeah, like what they could really do. It's my Mushroom Kingdom MMO style game. you've got your part of the Mushroom Kingdom and you can influence. And it says a farming sim kind of pseudo MMO RPG RuneScape thing. And you live in the world of the Mushroom Kingdom. I don't know.
Yeah, because when you actually like really think about other genres, like like farming, like a farming game or something, it's like, well, Animal Crossing already has that.
That's the thing.
Like
Yeah.
they're
And I only thought of it because Mario hasn't done it, but Nintendo's done it,
yeah, like
haven't they?
they're filled in by other franchises. So like if it's something Mario can slot
Correct.
into, like it works well. But yeah, they don't have like their own spin-off just soccer game, for example. But they do have like
No.
Mario Strikers. But when it is like a full-on like a third-person shooter or something, like they adapt something else towards that. But yeah, I don't have anything as good as the tower defense game anyway. That's probably a pretty good one.
That'd be a great one. I think that'd be super fun to do.
Yeah, absolutely. And last but not least, just got 2 questions this week. We got a question from Dave. And he just says, are you at all disappointed by the lack of first-party announcements for the remainder of this year and in particular 2026? I'm a bit out of the loop from the outside. It almost feels like the same situation as the OG Switch launch, which was largely a Zelda machine for its first 12 months in terms of big Nintendo IP releases. And now you at least have 2 big titles this time around, I guess. But I was expecting more jam-packed 12 months post-launch for Switch 2. After it was clear years ago we were getting a sequel console and games were clearly being held back for it because we were getting a lot of ports and remasters. So yeah, I guess there's 2 things to address there. Just like the second part of the opinion. I don't know if it was just a Zelda machine for the first 12 months.
I was going to say, I very much disagree with that, Dave. I'm sorry. Drew, we got Breath of the Wild, ignoring 1-2 Switch, but then we got Mario Kart 8 Deluxe with all the battle mode stuff. We got ARMS, we got Splatoon 2, we got Xenoblade Chronicles 2, we got Super Mario Odyssey, we got there was something else, wasn't there? But that was an amazing first 12 months, and then probably one of the best Nintendo's ever done.
Yeah, so there was plenty to play. Like, obviously, the biggest one outside of Mario Odyssey obviously was still Breath of the Wild, but that's a massive release. That was like a generational release. So
yeah,
I mean, anything under like one of the most impactful Nintendo games of all time, I guess you can ignore everything else if like you're only looking.
And like judging the Switch 2's first year based on what's just 2025 isn't correct to do either, because this is launched mid-year, and we'll have the first half of 2026 that will count towards its first year. But already this year, still we're going to get Mario Kart World, DK Bonanza, which is amazing. We're going to get Metroid Prime 4 beyond the first 12 months at least. Still should be this year. It's been rated in South Korea, I believe. And then these other cool little things like Kirby Air Riders, a new Hyrule Warriors game. And whatever's going to come from this 40th anniversary, there will be a direct to lay out stuff for 2026. We're going to get Tamagotchi Life, Rhythm Heaven. So it's shaping up to be a pretty good 12 months so far. So I'm still, I think the jury's out still on how we rate it overall, but I think it's looking pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see how we feel at the end of it, but I guess with Metroid and Pokemon, those games are on Switch. They're only Switch.
Pokemon, yeah, of course.
Yeah, I mean, they are only Switch 2 editions. So, like, if you're like, hey, look, I don't want to upgrade and spend that big amount of money on a brand new system, then you can still play those games. So, I guess in a lot of people's eyes, maybe like Dave here, like those games don't count towards like the first party games coming to Switch 2 because you can play them on your Switch 1. Which is fair enough, I guess. I feel like the upgrades for those 2 games in particular would be well worth it. Like I couldn't imagine, like myself, if I didn't have a Switch 2, I'd honestly just wait until I got it to play Prime and Pokemon at this point. Like Pokemon's proven that it doesn't run too well on Switch, and Metroid, like running at 4K,
it looks amazing.
It's insane.
At 4K. So Switch 2 is the way to play it.
Yeah, absolutely. But I can see where some disappointment comes from because, like, for me, I look at all of these games coming out and I am very interested in all of them, to be honest. Like, I'm a big Pokemon fan. I'm very curious about Metroid Prime. Kirby Air Riders, I'm a massive Sakurai fan, so Anything that man touches, I'll be very excited for. And I love arcade racing games, so beautiful. I can't wait for the game. Honestly, I never really played the first game on GameCube, but yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing more on that game in particular. And Zelda, like Hyrule Warriors: Age of Imprisonment, very excited for. Like seeing that trailer and that music just like come in on that trailer. Oh my god! Like just give me more Tears of the Kingdom, please. It's just it's an absolute favorite of mine. So yeah, I'm personally very looking forward to it, but I'm also, in the just where Nintendo wants us to be. Just like I'm very much looking forward to everything. It's like, well, great.
2017, we also got Metroid: Samus Returns. And that was 3DS. So I wasn't including 3DS titles either. So 2017 was amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's a little bit hard to live up to that, but I mean, yeah, if Dave honestly just saw the first 12 months as just a Zelda machine, it's like, well, don't know what else they could have done for you, really. They gave you the Mario, maybe then not long after like Smash Brothers and all that came out the year afterwards, so it's kind of like they came out pretty quick.
Yes, yep. No, they did pretty good job those first 12 months to give you some games to play, and Nintendo's definitely followed a similar path here, although a little bit different, and a little bit in the dark still. But it won't be long before it will reveal itself. I'm getting frustrated too, though. But yeah, it has to happen soon.
Has to.
Has to. Please, I'm demanding.
Yeah, I don't think we'll see a direct until September. They'll do their usual September one, because honestly, I don't know what else they have to really say first party wise, to be honest with you. Like they got some release dates and some marketing material to drip feed out, but that'll be done through the app at this point.
I mean, Kirby Air Riders deserves a gameplay trailer in a direct, and I think Metroid Prime deserves its final video trailer in a direct with a release date. For sure.
Yeah. Oh well, too bad. Not going to get it.
Oh yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know. Yeah, it's still they've launched games. They've launched 3D All Stars 2 weeks before it was on sale, so they can do anything. They can make it a month before release date. They could do 2 months before. They've done it before.
They have. We'll see if they do it again. But I guess that brings us to the end of the episode, Josh. Unless you have anything else you'd like to say, we've gone through everything we need to, I guess, discuss. Anything else you'd like to bring up?
Nintendo, tell me when Metroid Prime 4 is coming out. It's been 8 long years. I want to know.
Yes.
That's it.
Yeah, I'm just sort of waiting for some of these other games now. Haven't even finished Donkey Kong yet, but hey,
I'm having a great time with that. Don't worry. Yes. And we'll get back onto it properly very soon.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, I just sort of assumed, you said you didn't get much gaming time, so I sort of assumed you were in the same boat as me, but did you play much? Not really? No?
No.
Okay.
No, nothing worth talking.
Yeah, no, fair enough.
Sorry, guys. I very rarely am I like that, but this week was the case.
Oh well, it is what it is. But also this week, I do hope to play a bit of The Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past, because this is our game of the month for the Nintendo Switch. Yes. Oh yeah, I remember that game. So this is what we chose last week. And
oh yeah, I remember that game.
What did I say?
Nintendo Switch. Oh.
Nintendo Switch. Oh yeah. I don't know. I'm trying my best here, Josh. So yes, we'll be playing that. So if you guys want to sort of play along with us, or just hear us talk about our experience over the rest of the month, feel free to. It'll be a bit of a book club as we go through. But I'm looking forward to getting into the game. I've always wanted to play it like through properly, but I've never really put the time into it. Just done like the first dungeon. I'm like, that was fun. Fun little retro game throwback and all that. But yeah, I reckon I'll absolutely love it, because when we played like a few of the other ones, Josh, together, like the Minish Cap or whatever, it was really good.
Yeah, they're fun. I've never played this one properly. I've done the first hour. I need to dedicate myself and get it done. So just a big staple of a game, with a lot of talked about history that I need to get part of, and I want to know about it. So yeah, looking forward to it.
Yeah, absolutely. So everybody, thank you very much for listening to the House of Mario episode 324. Really appreciate it, but I've got to go and have a bit of a drink, let my throat soothe. Josh is going to go to bed and do a backflip onto the trampoline outside of his window and jump back in just to cool off after this hot episode. Yeah, I'm sure he needs to do something like that.
Yeah, pretty much.
But until next time, guys, the doors to the House of Mario, they're closed. We'll catch you later. The House of Mario, a Nintendo podcast, is proudly recorded in South Australia. It's hosted and produced by me, Drew Agnew, alongside my co-host, Josh, or JT if you like. Be sure to check out youtube.com/iDrewby, where I share all of my other content and stream the House of Mario live every Monday night at 8:30 p.m. Australian Central Standard Time. Join the Homestead Discord to be a part of our growing community, chat with fellow Nintendo fans, and get involved with the show through our mailbox channel. And don't miss JT's fortnightly Nintendo podcast, Nintendo Maniacs. Each episode features a brand new guest, and if you love the House of Mario, you'll feel right at home there too.